Joe Martinez.
Here we go, fight fans. This is the super heavyweight division scheduled for 4 rounds of action. Your 3 judges are the same. Los tres jueces, A.J. Sennis Jr., Frank Lombardi, and John Duke Lawson. And when the bell rings again, your referee in charge, referee Michael Ortega. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing tonight the solid black trunks. He weighed in at 222 pounds even. En la esquina roja, azul, con los calzoncillos negros y un peso de 222 libras. His professional record: 2 victories with 1 defeat. Su récord: 2 victorias y una derrota. Joining us tonight from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, here is Jerry Raphael Simpson. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wears tonight the solid blue trunks and weighed in at 248 ready pounds. En la esquina roja, con los calzoncillos azules y un peso de 248 libras. His professional record after 1 professional fight is perfect. Joining us from Providence, Rhode Island, he is a 2004 representative of the United States Olympic boxing team. Here is Jason Big Six Estrada.
Jason Estrada, the hometown kid from Providence, Rhode Island, a 2004 United States Olympian. And the tale of the tape between these two, Estrada is bigger. He is not necessarily any heavier, but he certainly carries a good size and a good weight. Younger, less experienced, but still, at this point of his career, guys, I think Jerry Lee Simpson may turn out to be the perfect opponent.
And Jerry Lee Simpson in his quarter is a former great heavyweight champion of the world, Tony Tubbs, working with Mr. Simpson tonight. And also we get Peter Manfredo Jr. in Jason's corner. If I'm correct, I think they all grew up together, started out in the gym together.
I believe they did.
This is quite nice.
Oh, wait a minute, Peter Manfredo and
Jr. Didn't they start out in the gym together? The kids?
I thought you said Peter Manfredo and Tony Page.
Oh, no. No.
Tony Tubbs.
No.
No, that would be interesting if
that
we were
would
to hear
be
that.
interesting. I'd like to see Peter and Tony Tubbs go at it.
There he is. There's Tony right there.
4 rounds in the special heavyweight attraction here. And Jason Estrada still looks as if he is rounding into shape as a heavyweight. He still has some growing to do.
Got to get and do some more of those crunches. Get his body ready for the big time in professional boxing.
Would you imagine perhaps that he is not going to be one of those people who...
I don't think he has a total gym at home, but he does have amazingly fast hands for a man his size.
Yeah,
he's very agile.
Very agile, very fast, very quick for a heavyweight. Amazingly quick.
And that could be the problem with most people, as like what Tony Tubbs was. Always looked a little overweight, but had tremendously fast hands and was very agile, which is somewhat deceiving. You know, not everyone looks like Holyfield, you know.
I think it is always interesting. We always look at heavyweights, the bigger the better, but you still look at the guys who have the wonderful foot skills, who also are a little more agile. A lot of them are not when they get this big.
No.
It takes a lot away from them.
Yeah. I'd say you know, Peter Manfredo Sr. will eventually get Jason to where he wants in shape.
Estrada with a paw left that came in, and then a big right hand. He's just clocking up on that right hand, Frank.
Yes, he is.
You know, it's actually hard for Estrada to fight this guy because he's left-handed, he's awkward. I mean, he's not the greatest fighter in the world by far, but well, he's just awkward as hell being a left-hander.
He's awkward, but Jason also has to learn, because at that point, he had a clear left hand around Simpson and was holding him as he brought him in, and he already gets a warning.
But I'd love to see Jason Estrada drop about 15 more pounds. And, man, he'd be so light on his feet, it'd be amazing. He'd be like a middleweight. Don't you think, Vin?
I don't know, Frank. I don't know if I agree with you.
You think
I don't know if I agree with you. I think he can handle the weight. Yeah, I think he can handle the weight.
Yes, he can. Some guys
can. Maybe, you know, I mean, obviously, as he progresses, he's going to have to train harder and longer. And then the weight should just drop off.
Right, yeah.
And that was a left hand.
Well, I guess
Jerry Lee Simpson to the canvas, looking more like Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, that's over.
This fight is done.
Well, I guess that cures my thing about the carrying a little weight, doesn't it?
And 8.2 on the Richter scale by the time that Simson hit the canvas. All 222 pounds as he bounced off the canvas. And this was a devastating punch.
I told you, Frank.
Yeah, Vinny, you're right. I owe you a drink.
Wow.
Ed, you too. I owe you a drink after this because.
Thanks, Frank. I didn't have the bet, but I'll take the extra.
Okay. Boy, did he get
There
hit.
is a concern now about Jerry Lee Simpson because he hit the canvas hard, and it's more a bouncing effect of his head.
Yeah.
So before we go any farther, Jason Estrada being congratulated, but Jerry Lee Simpson is still down on the canvas, and they may have to bring in some extra medical help as we watch, because he is down, he is breathing, but they are watching, and I think they may have to bring in a stretcher for Jerry Lee Simpson.
Everybody loves a good knockout, but when it gets like this, it gets scary and
This is
ugly.
exceptionally scary.